friends, welcome back to my channel DPAB. In this series of VBA for beginners, this is going to be example 25. Till now, example 24 is already completed. If you have not seen that all 24 examples, please see them and come back here. Now the concept here is to select a cell, and the code what we are getting through ChatGPT here is this is the code. Okay, select a cell is the macro name, and range C3 will be selected by using this command line range open bracket within double quote C3. This seems it will be just referring this C3 cell reference, and dot select is the method. It is going to select it. Okay. Before understanding this, what are the action it is going to give? I am just going to ask my Copilot A tool to explain this code line by line. Okay, chat. This is the chat from Copilot. So I'm just giving this. Explain this VBA code line by line and word by word, explaining whether the word referring to object or method or property. Okay. So these are the terminology you should be aware about this. Like what is object in VBA, what is method in VBA, what is property in VBA or anything else. Okay, etc. So the code I am pasting it here now. So now giving this command enter. So now Copilot, which is Microsoft product that is AI tool, which is explaining now this. Perfect. Let us break this VBA snippet down line by line and word by word, identifying whether each term is an object, method, property, or keyword. The full code is pasted like this by this Copilot. And line 1, it says sub select cell. Okay, now this is sub is the keyword, which is common for everybody. Everybody in the world should put sub only. Okay, it is declaring the start of a subroutine, a block of code that performs an action but does not return a value. It will not return any value, but it is going to perform an action. Okay. Now select cell. This is a single word, and this is the procedure name or macro name. Okay. So just carefully watch this. This is procedure name there you go. So procedure name is macro name. Okay. So this is the name of the subroutine. It is not an object, or it is not a method, or it is not a property. Simply it is a name of that particular subroutine. It is a user defined identifier. It's an identifier. Okay. So we can just say it's not an object, it's not a method, it's not a property, but it's an identifier. User can define in whatever way they want. They can write it as select one cell, select two cell, like that also they can write it. Or they can just put it X, they can put ABC, something, but it should be descriptive. So select cell means it is going to do the action of selecting a cell. So that's why it is given as a descriptive. Now this is open bracket and close bracket. It's a syntax. So this is the normal way for completing the subroutine, then giving the procedure name and then ending with the starting parenthesis and end parenthesis. Line 2, range open bracket within double quote C3 dot select. So range is the object. If you know in Excel, okay, now I'll just select a sheet number 3. So this is the yellow color sheet. This is one range. Okay, we should call it as a range. C4 is the range. So I'll select one more cell also here. Now C4 and D4 put together, it is a range. So what is the range? I'll put it here. Range is C4 is range 1, example 1. Okay, next example 2 is C4 to D4 like this you can just keep. Okay. Now if I select somewhere here, I'll just select all these things here with this particular blue color. Now what is this cell reference? This is starting with the C9 and ending with the D13. Okay, so example 3 is C9 full colon D13. This is how we call it as a range. Okay, so now here what we are saying here is range and C3 only we are just putting. All right. So in VBA, this range will be put within the double quote. That is the syntax there. So range refers to a range object in Excel VBA, which represents a cell or group of cells. So if we take now this Excel, I'll just close this now, file. Now this is saving this file. Now this is the Excel application. Okay, Excel application is not closed. So if I close this button, click on this button, Excel application also will be closed. So Excel application is also a object. Okay, I'll write it here. The Excel application is also an object here. Then I will open that particular file now from the recent tab VBA for beginners file 1. Okay, so it is opening now. So this is Excel file. So that is also an object. What are the objects type you are having? Object is Excel application. Then inside Excel application, we have a file or Excel workbook. We call it as workbook. Inside workbook, we have many sheets are there, worksheets are there. So worksheet is also this object, okay? Objects are there. So inside worksheet, we have range. So range means one cell or more than one cell. This is called range. So that is why we call it as range object. So now I think you are clear about this. So that's why it is saying this range is an object, refers to the range object in Excel VBA, which represents a cell or group of cells. Okay. C3 is the argument. So within double quote, whatever fields are available, they are all called argument. So here we have only one argument. If you are having comma, then put something else as the second argument, then there will be two arguments. Okay. So here only one argument is there. So if I put C3, comma, D3, comma, 4, 3 like this means there are three arguments. So there is only one argument has to be given here. Now it is given there. And it is passed to range object. This argument value is given for the range object and the value is C3. Is a string specifying the cell reference. Then dot. After that you are seeing this dot select. In that dot select, we are taking only the dot. It's an operator. So what for it this dot is used? Used to access a method or property of the object. Any object, if you put it here, then we will be referring that object. So Excel application is there. So we will not write it as Excel application. We should call it as application only. Okay. So if I have to write the method for object or property for the object. For the object. Then we have to start with the dot. So application dot like this. Application dot. Then what is the method? We call it as open. Okay, like this you can just see. What is the method? Workbook dot like this you will see. If it is a method like this, you have to always create a dot here with the dot. Okay, same way. Application dot like this will be starting here. Then range dot is there. So here what for the dot is available, it is connecting the method or property. We have to just find out here. Okay. Here select is the method. So it says this for this particular range object, select the cell reference C3. So the select word is the method. So that's why this is given as range. within double quote, within the parenthesis, C3 dot select. So I hope you are able to understand this particular uh, code, what it is going to give. And then finally, end sub is there. End sub is the keyword, marks the end of the subroutine definition. So summary table is also given here. And just have a look on this. What is the word or token, type and meaning? So sub is the keyword, declares a subroutine. Select cell is the procedure, name of the subroutine or the name of the macro we can call it as. Then this parenthesis is a syntax, parameter, list empty here. There is no parameter will be given for this subroutine. Okay, if it is a private sub, then there will be some parameter will be there. That I will explain later. Range is the object here, refers to Excel's range object. C3 within double quote is an argument. String, it's a type of data type is string or text specifying the cell reference. Then dot is the operator which is used for connecting objects to its method or property. Here it is connecting to dot select, range dot select. Okay. Then select is the method action that is select the specified range. Then end sub keyword ends the subroutine, right? I hope you all understand this particular this table or the summary table is also good. Now what we are going to do is we are just going to execute this and then see this. Copying this code, going to this Excel sheet in sheet 3 or sheet 2 or sheet 1, wherever you want, you can just right click and go to this view code. Okay, now code is now opened. So I would like to arrange this Excel also side by side. The Excel window is there and this is our code window here. Okay, code window is there, we are moving it here. Right now our workbook name is VBA for beginners file 1.XLSM. XLSM means M stands for macro enabled workbook. Okay, now I'm exploring this. Inside this, we have two folders. One folder is Microsoft Excel objects. So which is sheet 1 is there, sheet 2 is there, sheet 3 is there. So you are able to see here sheet 1, sheet 2 and then sheet 3 is also there. So sheet 3 I will name it as, rename it as select. Okay, select or, okay, now I'll just make it as select only. So here you are going to see here it is going to change within the parenthesis, sheet 3 will become select once I enter this. Now are you able to see this? Select has come. Right now we are going to paste the code here in the same module 1. It is pasted now. So it is going to select C3. Where is C3 now? This is C3 is, I will just mark it with red color and I will type something as God. Okay, God will be there. Like that, let us do this. God is there. So now coming back to this particular window of VB editor here and ensure that this is the, there are three macros available. Select cell is the macro where we are having this line number 9. It is starting with line number 9 we are seeing here. And this is line number 10 and this is line number 11. Okay. Now we are going to execute this. Now I'll just keep my cursor here. Now it is in F15. So it has to go and select C3. Right? So shall we run it now? I'm selecting this run. From the debug menu also we can run it. Or we can run it through this main menu also here. Okay, this particular menu is there. Here also we can run it. Right? Run. So it has selected now C3. So what we have learned, now this is example number 25. I'll enter it here. Example number 25 for VBA for beginners. So what is the action it says? It is going to select the cell reference. So many examples we have learned, 25 examples. All these, in the next video, I'll make some comparison and write some more example also as VBA intermediate learners. So what we have done till now is VBA for beginners. Now we will be going for VBA for intermediate. Thank you very much. If you have already subscribed to my channel BPAB, thank you very much for that. But if you have not subscribed to my channel DPAB, please go and subscribe it. If you think that you are not able to subscribe my DPAB channel, please create one Gmail ID using Google. Then go to YouTube, make sign in. Then you can go to any video and then you will be able to subscribe those particular channel. That way, I'm requesting you once again, please subscribe my channel DPAB. Like button has to be pressed. Okay, then please write some comment about it and click on the bell icon button. When you click on the bell icon button, please click all so that all type of videos, whatever I'm posting will come to your notification. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye.